Lord, oh wow, that is so out of whack. How's that? That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Starting another week of live streams. Right, I might get straight into quickly making a video. Let's make one fairly simple video. Let's see, put there. This here. Got to get my cherries ready too. Okay. And stab. Again, stab. Ooh, 2 cherries. You know what? I might just do that. Just do this. Real cherry syrup all over me. Right, what's happening here? When did I nudge that? Okay. No, that looked like shit. And okay, that's that done. Now the regular one. Let's do this. Come on, goddammit. And cherry. Okay. Okay. Down, deeper and down. Got to take a picture for a thumbnail. Right, that should be enough. Now I can do the talking bit. Do I want it that bright is the big question. There is the video camera. Get the video camera ready. Okay. Rock and roll. Now get the audio recorder ready. Why not indeed? Okay. They're probably out of shot. Hey, Home for the Elderly, how you doing? Right, I think that is brighter than I want it. Okay, let's dim this a little bit. There we go. Yep, I just slipped and kicked the tripod. What the hey? Okay, that's ready. Let's quickly do this talking. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm on a quest to milk clarify all the world's most popular cocktails and see, does it make them better? Cars going past. There were no cars until I started recording. Today, I'm going for what was known as the cocktail, which became... Today, I'm going for the cocktail, which became known as the old-fashioned. Whole bunch of folklore behind that. You can go and look it up and see if you believe it, honestly, because I think it is folklore. It wasn't like there was a documentarian following the early days of cocktails. But your classic old-fashioned, usually made with whiskey, it's spirit, sugar, and bitters. That's nice and simple. I got a bit more complicated. I decided to make a batch cocktail and barrel age it. So I made over a litre of old-fashioned. So I did a blend of whiskies. Actually did a blend of bitters as well. And came out really well. Like, it's very strong. It's a strong old-fashioned. Oh shit, did I not turn my record? I didn't turn the fucking recorder on. Oh, okay, back to square fucking one. God damn it. Hello. Oh, I'm glad I hadn't done much. Glad I looked. G'day, cocktail lovers. I'm on a quest to milk clarify all of the world's most popular cocktails and see, does it make them better? Today, I'm going with the cocktail, which became known as the old-fashioned. In the 1800s, if you asked for a whiskey cocktail, this is what you get: whiskey, sugar, and bitters. It changed a bit over time. Then some people said, no, I like the old-fashioned way. It became known as the old-fashioned. It's quite a simple... What happened to my throat then? It's quite a simple recipe, but you can play around with it, particularly if, like me, you decided you're making a batch version. I made over a litre of old-fashioned, so I could blend different whiskies and, in fact, different bitters. And then I barrel-aged it and left it for about 4 weeks, and it came out really well, very strong, but just great flavours running through it. Today, I'm going to try milk clarifying that old-fashioned, which will have some people going, oh no, you can't do that to an old-fashioned. But really, I get whiskey people saying, you can't do that to whiskey when I make an old-fashioned. So you know what? To hell with the haters, I'm doing it. Most milk clarified cocktails will have a citrus element because that's the easiest way to get milk to curdle. Add something to it that has an acidic element. But of course, an old fashioned does not have any citrus juice, so what to do? Two options. One is to add a citrus. I'd probably go with orange juice. I have done that in the past and got some really interesting results, but that's not what I'm doing today. I'm using the no citrus method. Fuck, okay. I ignored the first impediment, but I can't ignore the second one. And I've now forgotten what I said. Jesus, fuck. There are two potential ways. Most milk clarified cocktails have an acid element, usually citrus juice, because that's the easiest way to make milk curdle. Add something acidic to it, and then you can strain it and clarify the cocktail. There isn't any citrus in an old fashioned, so you're left with two choices. One is add something. I'd go with orange juice. I have actually done that before and gotten a good result, but I'm going to do the no acid method, which involves getting powdered milk, baking it in an oven at about 375 Celsius for 15 minutes, and then reconstituting it. Why bake the milk powder, you may ask? Well, it's been discovered that why bake the milk powder, you may ask? Well, it's been discovered that if you reconstitute baked milk powder, it wants to just spontaneously separate, which is really useful for milk clarification. You get the curds without adding an acid element. Another car. Thank you for coming when I wasn't talking. When making a clarified cocktail, a good ratio is 4 parts of your cocktail to 1 part of milk. And that's what I did. I just went with 400 mils of my batch to 100 mils of the reconstituted milk. Give it a little mix and you'll see it starts to curdle quite quickly, although you can let it sit for a while if you want to be sure. When it's separated, just pour it through a coffee filter. When it's separated, you pour it through a coffee filter into a bottle, noting that it's the curds that do the clarifying, not the filter. The curds have to settle to the bottom, meaning the first amount that goes through will usually be a little cloudy. So you need to let it run through for a while, and then when it's coming through clear, tip that back through and filter the whole lot again, or alternatively, filter the whole drink more than once. And once you have your clarified cocktail, you'll pour it over ice in a glass. And this is where sexy clear ice comes into its own. Got to use that. And because it's an old fashioned, I'm garnishing this with a twist of orange peel and a maraschino cherry on a skewer. And it looks wonderfully bright and clear. It is showing off the clear ice quite nicely as well. Compare it to the original, which is much darker and it's not opaque, but it's definitely a bit cloudier than the clarified one, which is what I will expect. And now I'm going to do a taste comparison. Some troublemakers might be suggesting you did that just so you could have 2 old fashions. Ha! How dare you! How very dare you, I say. I have 2 old fashions in the name of science. I'm going to try the clarified one first because it is likely to be a lighter flavour. Oh, that is nice. And if anything, the whiskey's coming through really strongly. I expected it to be a bit more subdued. And the milk made with the baked powder, it has a kind of burnt butter flavor as well, which goes so well with whiskey. Time for a quick comparison with our base old fashioned. Oh, that is, I love an old fashioned. That is really good. There is a really noticeable difference with the clarified one. The flavor is brighter. The whiskey character is complemented quite well by the milk element. I'm never going to give up on my standard old fashions, though. Definitely my favorite cocktail. But yeah, just for fun and for something a little bit different, a clarified old fashioned is well worth an experiment. And I like to keep life interesting with experiments. If you want new ideas, different experiments, tweaks, hacks, tips, tricks, I'm going to try all sorts of things. A lot of it's going to be milk clarification and will involve clear ice and barrel aging because I love those things. So make sure you're subscribed so you can know when I'm uploading videos. There'll be many more to come, and I hope you're here to share them with me. But until I see you again, look at me, back on my double fisting bullshit. Cheers. All right. Now, sit down and chat to everyone. Hup. What was that? Yeah. Okay. That. And get that out of the way. Turn the big bright light off, but I'll turn my other light on. There we go. Okay, settling down. Raise, hello. Started back at the gym 2 days ago. Initial lifting weight. No need to start working on that. Damn. Getting Hulk strong. Hello, Hannah. How are you? Going to have my clarified old fashioned. What else did I miss when I was fooling around up there? Just saying yummy and second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a taste comparison of rums tonight because I got rums. One completely new to me, one I haven't had for ages. One is a backup for a rum that's actually really difficult to get in Australia. And they were all on special. This is my excuse. Also from the place that sells my favorite cherries the cheapest. So that was another excuse. Raze, what have you missed? You mean tonight? No one keeled over lately. No one that I can think of. We all proceed apace. Oh. Yum, that clarified old fashioned is freaking yum. Oh well. The experiments continue. Energy saver turned on. I don't want any. What the fuck are you doing? Turn off energy saver, you fuck. Wait, is my laptop not plugged in? Jesus. Oh my god. How? I am so smart. SMRT. Wait, is that plugged in now? Fuck is going on here? Oh god, what have I done? Is this fucking thing plugged in? Oh god, that's turned off. Jesus. God. What a colossal idiot, honestly. Or is my laptop going to die because it's... It is plugged in now. Jesus. Well, that was almost a drama. I almost let my battery run flat. Because I'm an idiot. But it's all not true. Look at this cute bottle. It came in its own little leather bag or suede bag. How ridiculous. I'm going to take it out of this. Because I think it looks silly. Well, there's even a little thing to hang the suede bag up with. I know, it's very classy. I didn't know it was coming in a suede bag, actually. Don't think I've had a booze. Can I get it? There's a cute. Look at the cute little bottle though. And this was on a really good special. Pampero anniversary. And I think this is basically impossible to get. And Nick's Wine Merchants just got a shipment of it, and they marked it down. Raise the number of cocktails you see being made. Oh yeah, a busy venue will make, I don't know, 1,500 in a night. Last we heard, Home for the Elderly, Super Baby was doing really well. Got out of ICU really quickly. So we continue to look to good things for Super Baby. Say, Safa, Western United, what's all that about? Super Baby doing great. That's what we like to hear. Super Baby, it's all happening. I've been getting brownie points at work this week, doing presentations and wowing the boss. I'm worried I annoyed my teammates because now they'll have to do a presentation like mine. I don't know. Hey, Greg, how you doing? Ooh, restaurant side is cocktails, real calm. Nice. So Super Baby out of ICU less than 24 hours after a 10-hour operation. Close observation, hopefully moving. Own room next door to. Nice. That's what we like to hear. So, measles in North Carolina, as your fiance said. Oh, I mean, it's that fucking bullshit with RFK Jr. On top of everything, he frustrates the shit out of me because he's a cowardly, lying sack of shit. He is an active disinformation anti-vaxxer. And when people say, the fuck is wrong with you? Why do you say anti-vaxxer? No, I don't do that. And you're like, fucking own it, you sniveling fucking coward. So how do you Super Baby's surgeon's exact words at rounds this morning? I didn't expect that outcome, but maybe I'm just an incredible doctor. Yes, surgeons have a bit of a reputation with regards to ego. Oh, okay, I've got a fun story about this rum. Plantation, who recently changed their name to Plantaray, so this is an old bottle. This is their Plantation's overproof. Not as strong as Smith & Cross. This is 69, dudes. Wait, no, it's stronger. Wait, what's Smith & Cross? 57. Jesus Christ, I forgot. God, I forgot OFTD was 69%. So I got two overproof rums. Jamaican, Smith & Cross, 57%, which is a favorite of all the YouTube cocktail channels. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Yes, but Plantation overproof artisanal rum, 69% ABV. But they call it OFTD, which they say stands for Old Fashioned Traditional Dark. But the story goes where that actually came from is when they're experimenting, like, we should do a cask strength rum, yeah. And they tapped the barrel and went to taste the one that they were intending on doing. And the first person who tasted went, oh, fuck, that's delicious. And they went, yeah, we should call it that. And they went, no, we can't call it that. But they'll call it OFTD. And the cover story was to say OFTD stands for Old Fashioned Traditional Dark. But it supposedly really stands for, oh, fuck, that's delicious. Hannah reading a book about anxiety and trauma refers to the brain as a Dick for Skittles brain, which I quite like. You've mentioned multiple times, Mrs. Angry, psychologist working in public health system, deals with a lot of people who've been through terrible trauma, like migrants who've come from war zones and whatnot, refugees. People have been tortured, had whole families killed, all that sort of shit, like traumatized people. And among other things she does is this technique called EMDR. And it's just freakishly effective. Like, she had someone the other day, and the effect was so dramatic that, oh god, you're like a witch doctor. That was weird. I just did this stuff with the bilateral stimulation, and I don't have the immediate anxiety response when I think about the terrible thing that happened. It's an incredible technique. She practices it on me. I don't have any real trauma in my life, but it's trippy in that if you're worried or fixated on something, it changes how you think about it. And it does seem like some weird magic. Safa, it was still raining very lightly when I started the stream. There's just really, really light sprinkles, fairly widespread since lunchtime. So very light rain, but it kind of stayed around for, 6 to 8 hours. Oh. And the book's called, I know that book, Unfuck Your Brain. Yeah. Belittles and bullies the bad feelings in a way that makes them feel less powerful while explaining why they're occurring in the first place. Yeah, well, this technique, EMDR, apparently just figuratively rewires your brain. So when trauma is when every time you think about or you're reminded of an event, you're back in the event, you're experiencing the horror, the panic, the terror, and it's too much. EMDR like rewires your brain so that you don't have that panic response. You don't forget the thing that happened, but it doesn't have the power over you anymore. Ray, you're going to show true worry with it. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. That sounds like a bit of foreboding, though. Also, I tell you what, I was so tempted to get more shirts today because one of the main sites I get shirts from. The first I was looking at, they were like one I'd had my eye on. They're going, "Oh, we'll give you a discount if you get it," like about a third off or something. And I was like, "Oh, maybe." And I looked, and they had a whole bunch of new designs, and they were so fucking good. So I am real tempted to get them. Oh, it's not showing all the. Oh god, YouTube just fucking does that. Okay, I'm going to do a thing that may or may not help. It's so annoying. But yeah, YouTube randomly censors comments. See, do I see anything? Yeah, it's damn. And brains are dicks. Eventually, your brain goes, "Hey, you remember your trauma? Look at that thing. You squint right. Oh yeah, no." And again, there's this default thing where your brain will fuck you up. Home fidelity. I just went to YouTube and changed to live chat. I don't know if that was the thing, but also YouTube just randomly fucking censors comments. Like we've experienced that in other streams. It's weird, makes no sense. There's no consistency. Oh, Raze, you okay? You were actually on top chat rather than live chat. Okay. Well, that's the simple solution, at least, which is good. I like simple solutions. Raze will censor you because of your strikes. Yeah, YouTube defaults to top chat, which is fucking bullshit. All right. Now we're having the second of the... All right, I'm gonna... the cherries are different skewers. I'm gonna put them on the same skewer. Because that's the way... I like it. After I finish my old-fashioned, I will be at least half cut. And then I'm going to I'm going to do a rum taste comparison. Actually, I'm going to compare these three to my favorite sipping rum, Diplomatic Gear. Damie Lou, how are you? Damie Lou is one of my oldest YouTube pals, actually, is in a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel. I could embarrass Damie Lou by bringing up one of the old videos. Actually, she's really funny in them. She's got nothing to be embarrassed about. I do. Also, you've probably never seen my bar, Damie. Check it out. That's just the spirits. The cupboard behind me, known as the Forbidden Cupboard of Mystery, is full of spirits that wouldn't fit on the shelf and liqueurs. So Damie's raiding with the folks from her stream. I was watching Damie's stream a bit earlier. Yeah, Damie, message me. You and your man should come over for drinks. Hang out like old times. Yes, actually it started pre-COVID. I started making cocktails and collecting booze, but it just friggin' spiraled during COVID. I bought so much booze during COVID, and I buy more booze than I drink. It's ridiculous. Like every now and then I'll have a bit of willpower. Like I got a delivery today. It's the first time I've done a thing with a delivery, I think, for a couple months. Like I think I was, my behavior was good. But then one of the websites I buy stuff from had all this stuff on special, and I was like, fuck it, I'm getting it. Yeah, Ray's alcoholism was the whole thing. Yeah, Dr. Abigail's had a lot of my booze. Yeah, Damien, I think drinking during COVID was just a sensible response, quite honestly. Holy shit, one or two of the streams I did during COVID, fuck, I got wasted. I try not to do that anymore. I get, particularly on Friday night, I get drunkies, but Jesus, there was a couple streams in COVID where I got friggin' wasted. Hannah, books, you call it one or two categories. Book Goblin, hungrily consume books. Book Dragons, that hoards it. Well, I'm somewhere between. I think I'm slightly more a booze dragon, Hannah, because I'm buying more booze. Like, I don't know, I could do the calculations, but I reckon if I stopped buying alcohol today, it would take me somewhere between 3 to 5 years to drink my way through all the booze. And I just keep buying it. Hello, Justin, by the way. Tutorial book dragon that reads them all. Well, I suppose a book, if you're saying like a book goblin hungrily devours the books, but a book dragon collects a huge thing and then slowly reads them all, maybe? Oh God, Rays, you've seen me in States. Everyone seen me in States on some of the streams. Yeah, AZ didn't drink that much, but I did get him written off once. The funniest one was there was a lot of people on the stream. We were doing Angry Bunch, and young Mr. Angry was here, and I wanted to talk to him. And I thought I switched off the microphone. Damie, this is an old-fashioned whiskey sugar bits. I see those barrels there. I barrel age things. So I made like a liter of old-fashioned whiskey cocktail and aged it in a barrel, and now I'm drinking it. We're little Israel. And yes, Justin, my MP is a child. I saw that thing you posted. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's so fucking smug that he got his seat back after losing it to the Teals. I hope he gets pasted at the next election. Also, Damie, I got some rum. I'm going to do a rum tasting tonight. I got 3 bottles delivered today. These 2 are overproof. And I don't know if you saw this, you appreciate this OFTD. Alcohol content, 69, dudes. 69% ABV. Yes, sorry, I was telling a story. So there's a lot of people on Angry Bunch. AZ was on Angry Bunch. He wasn't here with me. And I went to talk to my son, and I thought I switched the microphone off, and I didn't. So what this microphone does is if you get further away, it still tries to pick you up. So I was like the other side of the room talking to my son, and it was picking me up, and it was drowning out everyone who was on the stream. And I kind of heard AZ saying, "Shut the fuck up." And so I wandered off and go, "Don't tell me to shut the fuck up, because it's my stream, and I'm talking to my progeny. He's my bloodline. That's important." And I switched the microphone off. Anyway, my whole justification is everyone could clearly hear me, and I was talking to them. And I said, "Stop hassling me," because I switched the microphone off anyway. And then I was like, "Oh, wait, no, they wouldn't be able to hear me if I switched the mic. Oh, look, it's still on." Oh, that was what, I'm not sure if I fell asleep on that one, but it was pretty far gone on that one, quite honestly. Oh, oh, god damn, that's a good old fashioned. The clarified one's good. Race bloodline. You like that? I was so friggin' drunk that one. I'm not sure if I fell asleep on that stream, but there were the 2 funny ones where I had people on with me doing Angry Bunch, and for whatever reason, me getting shit faced, I just wandered off. That's when I was streaming from the kitchen, and I just wandered into the next room, the lounge room, and sat on the lounge. And my lounge is really comfy. And I just went, "That's good." And then I fell asleep for an hour or 2, while the stream kept going. And people were trying to text me, but I was gone and I was not hearing any text messages. And I eventually woke up an hour or 2 later, and I could hear voices because the stream was still running. And I wanted to like, "What are you all doing? We thought you were dead." Maybe I was. Justin, you're right. The local MP has not worked a real job in his life. He absolutely has not. I don't know if I said those things, Race. My creation, my seed, my 18-year payment plan. I hung out with him the other weekend for the first time in a while. It was fun. We were just chatting and laughing. Okay, I want to. He had this crazy story, actually. Oh, dude, I don't want to Bon Scott on a live feed. No, damn. Okay. I don't think I've ever thrown up because of how much I drank on a live stream, actually. Whilst it's around, we had this discussion with my son as well last time, because he's saying last time you threw up, you weren't drunk, you were sick, like I had a stomach virus. And he was impressed with the volume I do. Same as when I sneeze. I don't sneeze quietly. I sneeze loud. But he said, like, he's in his room, and I'm just in the toilet hurling, just going, "Wah!" And I'm just yelling as I vomit. And he's just going, "God almighty, what's that?" But yeah, okay. He told this funny story. Like, we're just chatting away, and he goes, "Hey, okay, what's your view about taking a shit in nightclubs?" And I went, "Well, I think it's a risky activity. You never know the state of the toilets in a nightclub." And he's going, "Okay." So he's going, "I was out, and just I know I'd been working all night, and I went out after work. I said I have to take a shit, and I'm in the cubicle taking a shit in a club, and 2 guys came in, and I don't know whether, and they went, 'Oh my god, someone's actually taking a shit here in the club,' and they were making a big scene about it." And I went, "Oh no, that was a them problem. That's fucking weird to hassle someone who's taking a shit in a toilet in a public. That is really fucking weird." And yes, Justin, you are right. AZ was definitely more sensitive to alcohol due to most of his organs being fucked. Oh, I like that, Hannah. I don't vomit. I fight with my inner demons and expel them orally. That is a nice way to put it. Okay, so now I've got a shit ton of rums. I think I'm going to make a rum old fashioned and barrel age it. Right, before you quit, towards the end, you're vomiting a lot. Oof. Almost died. Used every ounce of force to get to your side. In there, you don't want to drown on your back. Right, well, dude, hello. Listening to nice, calming, up-tempo music. Nice. Oh, God. So, Rays, you're lying down and you were that drunk, actually turning onto your side wasn't easy. Oh, that's some nasty shit. I've only vomited from drinking when I was fully conscious. Oh, Justin, well, AIDS his organs fucked. Yeah. Like when he had the necrotizing fasciitis, all of his organs were like halfway to liquefying just because of the toxicity of his blood. The infection had spread through his body. And that's why they didn't expect him to survive. They thought he was going to die from organ failure. So everything, his liver, kidney, heart in particular, were all weakened and damaged. And his brain. He did actually suffer some brain damage during the coma and the necrotizing fasciitis. Rays, that was from a bottle of vodka. Oh no! 2 bottles of Buckfast. Where'd you get fucking Buckfast? Oh damn. Yeah, no. That sounds like a bad night, Rays, honestly. I mean, you got through it and you're sober now, so lesson learned, I guess. Yeah, Helen, damn. Yeah, so AT basically wouldn't get very drunk. He would drink with me sometimes, but yeah, he would. All of his organs were weakened. He couldn't afford to get really drunk. Oh God, Raze, there's a video of you doing a shot that night, Perth Glory. God damn. Just in 20, 30 years, they'll be able to grow new organs, replace them like car parts. That's more likely than not. I agree, Justin. The experiments being done in labs now, growing organs, that is a completely reasonable prediction. But of course, what's going to happen first is the rich will be able to get it done and afford it most. It'll be a freaking medical apartheid, but Race tried to steal a midget from Perth. Was that a person you tried to steal? The transit stopped you? Didn't the person try to stop you? Well, I was told to you after because you don't remember. Okay. You know what it reminded me of? Funny article I read. This was years ago. If you're old enough, you might remember the Stone Roses in the 90s. They were a really big pop band. Manchester sound. You tried to steal, Raze, you tried to steal a person and the transit stopped you. Oh my God. Anyway, they're being told by other people. This story, the lead singer of the Stone Roses was notorious for being a fucking crackhead, like a major drug abuser, drug and alcohol. Anyway, this article, I forget which mag it was in, a British mag, but the headline was basically, "Blimey, is he still alive?" And it was talk with like, yeah, dude, you fucked yourself up so much. Like he was in this, Stone Roses and then Black Grape. Did great music, but real fuck up of a person. Yeah, I Want to Be Adored was their big hit in Australia. In the UK, they had a whole bunch of big hits. The two things that stood out to me in this article, because he's just going like, yeah, I was a complete fucking idiot. Like I was absolutely unaware of what I was doing in my surroundings. And he said, and then like, you know, he said it was wild times, it was great, but the two really bad things. One is the Stone Roses played Wembley, like Wembley Stadium. They were that big. And he says, I was on the gear so hard, I do not remember anything about that performance. And he said that was a once in a lifetime experience playing Wembley, and I did it, and I have no memory of it, and that's fucked. Like he can watch videos of it and go, I don't remember that at all. The second one is, I think it was the last Stone Roses album. The interviewer says, "Is it true after you'd finished recording, you held the master tapes ransom and said you were going to wipe the tapes unless someone brought you crack cocaine because you were on a bender?" And he said, "Look, I don't remember that. I have no memory of that happening, but several people who have no reason to lie to me tell me I definitely did that thing." And it was just like, holy shit. Just this guy just openly going like, yeah, I was thinking, woo, I'm having a wild and crazy time. But there was a couple of extremely fucked episodes due to the gear I was on. Whereas you've got chaotic shit from when you partied. Boy, you were a wild man. Back when I knew you in Melbourne, Jesus. Some actually twat behavior is pretty funny. Most of the time, told to you afterwards because you blacked out. Yeah, dude, yes, you're a fucking wild man when you're in Melbourne. Yeah, exactly. Rays, you've had the same things. You say to people, I have no idea what you're telling me, but why would you lie to me? And so his biggest regret was his biggest regret was how many people will have nothing to do with him because of all the shit he did. Second biggest regret was he played Wembley and he has absolutely no memory of it. Kind of like Keith Richards saying there are entire years in the 70s that he can't remember. Because he actually, by all accounts, toned back his alcohol. I think I'm sure he does drugs as well. I think he's mainly an alcohol guy. Okay, I think it's time for a rum tasting. So there's this one, which I've never had. Pampero Anniversary. They really talk this one up. Oh, God, I need more light. My old eyes. I need more light. What country is this from? Venezuela. I have a few Venezuelan rums. Produced in Venezuela and bottled in Italy. Interesting. So this is only 40%. The other one I'm going to compare it to my favorite sipping rum, Diplomático Reserva, which I think is also Venezuelan, is only 40%. Nice, Justin. Costco margaritas. Classy as fuck, brother. But I'm also going to compare it to Smith & Cross Jamaican rum, 57%, and Plantation OFTD, 69%. Where are they saying this is from? It's probably it's a blend. This is just Caribbean. They've blended rum from Jamaica, Guyana, Barbados. So this is blended Caribbean. All right, rum tasting time. Actually, I have to take the seal of OFTD. I haven't had this in ages. For some reason, I thought it was less strong than the Smith & Cross, and it's actually much strong. It's not my strongest rum. I think I've got 75%. And that's an Australian rum from Queensland. Whereas shittiest ones get to gigs, don't have it. Yes, backstage. Yeah, when you've been to big things and you just don't remember them, that's shit. Anyway, okay. So, rum tasting. Just fun. Okay. Diplomatico. Yep, this is also Venezuelan. Okay. We'll see if I've got a thing for Venezuelan rum. Venezuela. Now I have an open bottle of Smith & Cross here. Is that it? No, that's bricks. Where's the fucking Smith & Cross? Here. All right. We'll work up. Oh, God, what's the fucking chair doing there? Okay, tasting glasses. All right. Tasting all the rums. Okay. All right, let's pour some Diplomatico. And pour some Pampero Anniversario. Satisfying. All right, let's go over. Let's get glug, glug, glug. See. That was an okay glug. It's a very short neck, this one. It'll be forever before I finish this. But I might keep it. It's a cute bottle. Okay, I occasionally keep interesting bottles. Smith and Cross. And the OFTD, that's got a long neck, so it should make, it's a new bottle. We'll pop. This should make a nice glug glug. ASMR time. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. That's satisfying. Okay. All right. Ooh, shit, this fucking mat I have here. Okay, what the fuck? I've got this mat here so the wheels on my chair don't fuck up the wood panel floor. Okay. Oh, Davey, you like the Galliano? I've actually got a bottle of Galliano from the 70s in the cupboard. Those weird tall bottles. So awkward. Rose, you had to get a story from a lad you met that night randomly called Birdie. Had a fake eye. Now he's dead. Jesus. Justin, someone's going to buy your house. You might have to move. That sucks. Safa, I don't think so. I did take it over to Dr. Abigail's on the weekend. And we hung out and chatted. And then there was a fire in her building. And the elevator shut down. And I think taking the stairs would have killed me because I'm old. So I just hung around for another hour waiting for the drama to get settled, and then I could leave. Then I went to a bunch of cocktail bars in the city. Was pretty dramatic. But then I went and checked out some new cocktail bars in the city. Okay, so taste comparison time. Diplomatica Reserva. One that I've... Oh, that's a point, Justin. If an investor buys it, you won't need to. They want a renter in there. There you go. Rum tends to be much more subtle than whiskey on the aroma. Not necessarily on the taste, but certainly on the aroma. Yum. That Diplomatica Reserva, it's just really nice. It's got sort of late molasses flavor. It's just really smooth, easy to drink. Okay, Safa, the new cocktail bars. I'll give you a rundown. Okay, so Mrs. Angry was at an event, and I said I'd meet her afterwards, which gave me an excuse to hang out in the city and check out some cocktail bars. There was a new one that was recommended to me. It's called 1 or 2. It's in Chinatown, down at the end of an alley. That was nice. I had a classic cocktail there. Their take on a Vieux Carré. It's quite a small one. And then I went to go to an established one that I've never been to called Beneath Driver Lane. But Beneath Driver Lane, I don't know, there was a waiting thing, but there was a sister bar upstairs called Baby Driver. So I just went in there and had a drink, and that was nice. And then I went to one I've been to before called Black Kite Commune and got a burger, and the fucking burger was awesome. Drink was nice. This was like their food. You can get kangaroo, wallaby, crocodile, emu. I think my burger might have been, there were 2 patties. I think one was beef, one was venison. It was just really fucking yummy. Then Mrs. Angry came in, and when I went to 1 or 2, there was now a big lineup. So we didn't go there. We went back to Baby Driver and had a couple more cocktails, which were really fucking good. But yeah, Justin, you put your boss on notice. You might have. You might go to Melbourne. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Safa, the CBD. Holy fuck! On a Saturday night, so much busier than like the public transport, the streets, everything. So much busier than when I go to work. Fucking wild. It was a slightly late night. Like it's probably 11 by the time I got home. So not super late, but slightly late. Oh, what I have for dinner tonight? Pizza. I went to the supermarket on the way home and I was like, ooh, look, pizza about to go out of date, half price. I'm getting that. I just have this weakness for getting marked down stuff at the supermarket. So I had a meat lover's pizza for dinner, which was actually pretty good. Okay, here was a funny thing. I thought I was the only one who used our air fryer. I always call it a toaster oven because it just looks like a big toaster oven. And someone had turned the temperature up. No, it wasn't a Dr. Oetker. It was just a one in the fridge, like it's not frozen. And it's near its use by date, so it was half price. So it's like $3 something. So I'm getting 2 meals for less than $4. And it was pretty good. Just I'm going to plan it second half of next year. Yeah, again, dude, Renter. No, it wasn't McCain. It was like Woolies. It was just Woolies brand thing. It wasn't a name brand. Okay, so that was Diplomatico. I had a taste of. So I've never had this before. Pampero Anniversario, Venezuelan rum bottled in Italy. I think my nose is slightly blocked. I'm not gonna. That is also very nice. Very sweet. Kind of more like dates than the Diplomatico is. Definitely different to the Diplomatico. Fucking yummy though. That is really quite nice. It's going to be good in cocktails. Talking about if an air fryer, use it to dehydrated silica gel desiccant really quickly. You see, Dr. Abigail, you've got one of those ones where you put a slot in. Mine's like a toaster oven. It's just got a door that you pull down. Yes, Safa, I also use my air fryer for food. Okay, now we're getting serious. We're going from 40% normal rum to Navy strength, Smith & Cross, 57%. Oh, now this has an aroma. This is like a cross between overripe bananas and nail polish remover. Oh, that really intense, funky rum. Oh, and that like burns the tongue. Yeah, I agree with you, Dr. Abigail. An air fryer is a fancy toaster. Oof, the follow through on that though. God damn. Like those other two were really mild. That Smith & Cross is quite intense. I have a habit of calling the air fryer the toaster oven because that's what it really reminds me of. Okay, now the really serious one. Plantation OFTD, 69%. Gosh. That's the modern workforce, Justin. You got a guy in your department, lives in Melbourne, his boss is in Adelaide, his manager's in Sydney. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's so strong. Okay, that's more pineapple-y. Lots of rums taste, particularly high proof rums, taste like or smell like overripe fruits. The Smith & Cross is like overripe bananas. The OFTD is like overripe pineapple. Really intense. Safa, no new Toby mail, but he sent me so much. I've got so many I haven't opened. I freaking love it. Toby's a madman and he spends way too much money sending me these letters. I'm going to send him the leather pouch. I don't even know if this is leather. Oh, wait, what's that little label say? I need more light. Haven't seen Toby tonight, actually. What's the label in there say? Made in China. Okay. So the bag was made in China. Imported by Nick's Wine Merchant. Alcohol can cause lifetime harm to your baby. Lucky I'm not pregnant. God, those overproof rums, though, they friggin' stay with you. Okay, I'm going to have a rum old-fashioned because I didn't drink all the things I poured. Oof. Definitely going to make a batch rum old-fashioned. Oh, I'm going to look up recipes. Maybe it'll be something else. Maybe I'll put some fortified wines in there too. A little bit of a rum in it. Okay. Where is my jigger? Where my jigger's at? A bit of sugar syrup. All right, a little bit of sugar syrup. Now, how much rum is left in these? Half an ounce. It's a little bit. Wiggle in just a little bit. I think I'm going to top this up with a Pampero, actually. Oh yeah, it's only about an ounce. Let's top it up with the Pampero. All right. Now, bitters. Because it's rum, I think I'm going to do a dash of tiki bitters. Because just those island spices go well with rum. And then we'll do some aromatic bitters. 2 dashes of aromatic bitters. Well, maybe 1 dash of chocolate bitters, actually. A light dash of chocolate bitters. Will I regret this? Will that be too bitter now? Where are we going? Just very few drops of chocolate bitter. Ooh, black walnut. Maybe I should have done black walnut. But we don't want to do that now. Okay, unopened bottle of Smith & Cross. That's a backup. This is usually very hard to get. We'll put this in the forbidden cupboard of mystery. Ooh. Okay. Safa, you're watching Bad Batch. Mrs. Angry and I have started watching Deadwood. You're a bit. I heard that story. I have a bit miffed with to sending a DVD player. Yeah, look, I think I just need to have a word with him. I think he's just a little on the spectrum boy. I'm sure we can talk to him. Justin getting you a work laptop. Oh, we're going to Windows 11 at work, which is fine. Madam Butterfly, you're at work. Catch you later. I hope you have a good day at work. Yeah, I heard about that, Charlie. I'm sure it's honestly just that he's, little autistic boy and his brain's working in a particular way. But he's not a bad guy, and I'm sure we can talk to him about it. It'll be fine. No, Safra, I'm not that interested in. Like, I've heard good things about Clone Wars, Bad Batch. I did actually watch a couple episodes of the Bad Batch. Oh no, Humphrey, you're completely justified, man. But I also think it's literally just he's a little on the spectrum boy, and It hasn't occurred to him. He said, "Oh, we said a thing happened. Cool." Just dropping him a nudge thing, and it'll be fine. So what did we finish? Like, okay, season 3 of The Gilded Age finished this week. We saw the last episode. That's an enjoyable sort of soapy thing. It's like it is literally made by the same guy who made what was the British aristocracy one? Fucking brain just stopped working. Anyway, it's an American version of the aristocracy, and it's sort of entertaining in a soapy way. I like that. We're getting close. I think this week might be the last episode of the thing we've been watching called Revival, which is really good and engaging. Enjoying this season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Home Fidelity getting into the Righteous Gemstones. I think I only watched the first 2 seasons of Righteous Gemstones, actually. But I think I've got Mrs. Angry along for the ride on Deadwood. I've always wanted to watch it. I've only watched a couple of episodes. And I really do love the characters and the plot and the interplay and whatnot. And that's like, yeah, God, it was from 2010. So we'll watch the 3 seasons, then the movie. Justin, aren't we all on the spectrum here? I thought we all were. Oh, yeah, no. The male is definitely spectrum behavior. Definitely. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, fuck yeah. Rum old fashioned. Okay, I am definitely making a batched rum old fashioned and barrel aging it. Might do that on Thursday. Don't necessarily want to make another video. Might make one on Friday. We'll see. But yeah, I've got 1 barrel still has some red wine in it. Currently, the barrels have my new make spirit. So again, it's going to be another one-off angry whiskey. The chocolate Sazerac, which I do want to taste on Friday. That will be 2 weeks it's been in the barrel. I want to taste what it's like on Friday and kind of decide if it's perfect. And the Applejack is in another one. Home for the Elderly, Series 4, Episode 1. Bradley Cooper's in it. Good Lord. So it's backstory? How this family started should have its... Maybe they will. Maybe they will do a prequel series. So Bradley Cooper is... So they've gone back in time? Like what? He's the father of the father who's in the current? Damn. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, sorry. That rum old fashioned is really good. I'm definitely making fucking rum. Set Civil War. Oh, that sounds like a kick-ass fucking movie. I fucking agree with you. There should be a series about religious evangelists around the Civil War. That sounds fucking great. And Bradley Cooper, what a hoot. Getting Bradley Cooper in to do that. Don't know if you could convince him to do a TV series because he's a movie guy. He probably came in just because he likes the people who do the Righteous Gemstones. All right, I'm just going to quickly look at the dates on my barrels. How long has the new make spirit been going? So we've got May 16th. So May... I've got to add this up. June, July. We're coming up on 3 months of this whiskey aging. And I have previously found 4 months is like the sweet spot. But I might taste that on the 16th. So, yeah, I only put the apple in last week. And the Sazerac at the start of August. So it's 2 weeks on Friday. So maybe I'll taste both of those on Friday. It's a peated whiskey I'm maturing there. Can't legally call it whiskey, also because I can't be saying I'm making whiskey because that would be illegal. Wait, when's it? Yeah, okay. Party night. I'm gonna taste the peated new make I'm aging and the chocolate Sazerac. I love that. Hopefully, no right having something that amazing on Righteous Gemstones. I did see that Safa ridiculous thing. Trump's taking over the DC police, sitting in that chair. It's just again dumb, ridiculous distraction bullshit. Oh, Lily, I'm so looking forward to the barrel aged chocolate Sazerac. I will be trying it on Friday night. This is the why is this tangled up? This is the unbarreled chocolate Sazerac, which is super yummy. I'll compare them on Friday. I'll compare this to the one that's been in the barrel 2 weeks. And that's how we'll decide what's going on. So how did I feel on Saturday? I was fine. I didn't even need a nap on Saturday. But then I slept in on Sunday. So that whole thing. Nintendo lunchbox. Internet's been down for hours, but you're back now. Good timing, man. That's all I'm going to say. Good timing. Oh. But I swear, this rum old fashioned is so fucking good. And I've got so many rums there. I've just got to decide what blend to do. Ooh, what did you have to fix on the Plex, Charlie? Yeah, Justin, I don't think we have to worry about half the ridiculous shit that's happening in the US. It's just absolutely unhinged bullshit that's happening in the US. Safa, well, I first woke up about 7:30 a.m. on Sunday. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't get out of bed till 10. Like I went back to sleep and suddenly it was 10. I got up and Mrs. Angry was making pancakes. So hopefully, so your Plex was going slow. I think got CGNet. ISPs share the IP with a bunch of people. Plex hated it. Yeah, Safa waking up for a piss. Yeah, I mean, am I Oh yes, Nintendo Lunchbox. I did see your Speedcuber stuff on the Discord. But yeah, Mrs. Angry decides to make the pancakes about once a month. So fucking yum. She has such a good pancake recipe. Like she makes it from scratch. It's so good. Oh no, I have no idea about the technical stuff you're talking about, Home for the Elderly. Oh yes, Dr. Abigail's actually been here on a pancake day. That's right. Stayed over for a live stream and it was Pancake Sunday. Dr. Abigail got pancakes. Oh, I was putting on this syrup I made. Someone I work with has a citrus tree that has some unusual Asian lime that's kind of tastes like it's between a lime and a kumquat. It's about the size of a kumquat, but the juice is different to a kumquat. And she gave me a whole bunch of them. And I mooshed them up, covered them in sugar, made a syrup, and the syrup is so good at pancakes. Plus, Home for the Elderly's had a liqueur made with that syrup as a winner. Hey, Harry, how are you doing? Your Clippy the Paperclip just lurking. Yeah. Nice, Safa. Your mum makes pancakes? That's good stuff. Nintendo Lunchbox usually drench bread, eggs, pan fry them. Is it technically French toast without milk? I mean, maybe. God, I haven't made French toast in ages. Now you've made me want to make French toast. Harry, your PFP uploaded. You changed it to a paper. Oh no, I've still got the otter icon for you. But it's weird how long it takes some of those things to refresh. Nice. So it sounds like your mum's a good cook. French toast is great, and I haven't made it in ages. Yeah, Harry, look, honestly, I even find this at work with the work systems. I have different icons on the different systems, and they should all be the same. Like, okay, look, Harry, if I highlight your chat, I'm assuming you see what I think you see it here. You're seeing what I see. It's your old otter cartoon. Justin, I have not made pancakes in the air fryer. That sounds pretty weird. Oh God, Nintendo Lunchbox, you're a hot sauce guy. I'm a wuss with hot stuff. Have I heard about everyone making their profile? Oh, I actually have heard something about turning your icon into Clippy, and I don't remember the context. Is it Clippy's birthday or something? I don't know. I did hear about that, and I can't remember what the context was. Harry, probably change eventually. Yeah, it's your art. Yeah, drawing's great, mate. Well, I just knew it was an otter because of your name. Nintendo Lunchbox, you're not a hot sauce guy. You just want savory, not dessert. I fucking love desserts, man. I have to admit. Just you're a big air fryer guy. Well, my dinner tonight was air fryers are great. Use way less energy than an oven. I only use the oven if it's something really big. Fuck, that was good, but I really should drink some mineral water. Got a little box of mineral water here. Gotta get one out. Oof. Oh, yeah. Pizza in the air fryer is freaking awesome. Does it really well. Just a great big toaster oven. Oh, Nintendo last one. Okay, my thing for leftover pizza. Someone years ago said, like, the best way to reheat pizza, because if you do it in a microwave, it goes soggy and chewy. If you do it in an oven, it dries out and goes hard. They said to reheat it, they had a cast iron frying pan. They put that on the flame and sit the pizza in the cast iron frying pan and heat it up. And I thought, oh, that sounds good. But then my lateral thinking was use a sandwich press. Like, you don't squish it. You have the top above it, but you put the pizza on a sandwich press. It's a fantastic way to reheat pizza. Doesn't dry it out, doesn't make it soggy. You sit it, but yeah, you can put it on a fry pan on the stove. But a sandwich press is a great way to reheat pizza. Harry, your husband's always air fry the pizza even after we order it because they never cook it. Too doughy. Yeah, air fryers are fucking great. Yes, Nintendo Lunchbox, George Foreman grill. That would be a perfect way to do leftover pizza. That's like a sandwich press. I find that really good because, like I said, microwave makes it soggy, oven dries it out too much, but like a fry pan or a sandwich press or a George Foreman grill is friggin' great. Does it really well. I've got some leftover pizza. I will be heating it in the sandwich press tomorrow. Because it's actually a pretty good pizza. I quite enjoyed it. Sounds like it, Justin. Harry's in a same-sex marriage. Nintendo Lunchbox, you also dress up leftover pizza with sauce. Nice. I will sometimes add something to leftover pizza, but it's kind of like tonight. I got supermarket pizza. I'll often add stuff. I'll add toppings, or at the very least, add some cheese. So it's got a bit more cheese. But it was good. I liked it. Okay, so home fidelity. Using Clippy as your icon is a form of digital protest against companies engaging in anti-consumer or exploitative practices, which is like every fucking company in the fucking world. They're all bastards, yo. I'm just throwing it out there. I like that Nintendo lunchbox. The supermarket pizza should promote doing that sort of thing. Make it extra. Like we've done the basics. Now you add some extra stuff. Oh yeah, sometimes I get quite elaborate with what I add to supermarket pizza. Sometimes I just put a bit of cheese because I thought, oh, they've been a bit stingy with the cheese. Sometimes I'll really go to town. Justin, bring back Clippy for work. It's just a matter of time till Microsoft's AI Copilot incorporates Clippy. Uh, oof. I don't know if I'll drink all. I've just put a can of mineral water in there. I don't know if I'll drink it all. Still more than half an hour for the stream. I'm just thinking of God drinking all this volume of liquid towards the end of the stream. It's like, oh, I'm gonna piss before going to bed. I'm still gonna have to get up in the middle of the night and piss. Normally, like in the middle of my sleep cycle. So about it's usually if I wake up and go, God, I need to piss. It's usually somewhere between 2 and 4 a.m. Yeah, home fidelity, add deli ham or bacon or mushroom. Sometimes I make a special sauce to add to it. Harry, you saw a viral video for Cheez-It pizza. Okay. Safi, you ate a jar of ricotta cheese? You're a madman. Dr. Abigail's doing an 8-hour 3D print. Just finished. Nice. Success? Justin should bring back Windows 95 for modern computers. What did you like about Windows 95? Are you just a retro guy, Justin? I love that Nintendo Lunchbox saying AOL dial-up is only officially ending next week. Good Lord. Safi, you saw an old ad of Trump eating pizza backwards. Was that stuffed crust? Dr. Abigail's Linux is still going strong, which is nice. Oh, yeah. I remember the old stuffed crust. I actually was a bit of a fan of Pizza Hut stuffed crust, quite honestly, because I'm a cheese guy. Harry, watching a video how modern graphics could be done in the 80s as a lot of shadows make them look good. Okay. Harry, we're always on the babble. Never apologize for the babble, mate. Nintendo Lunchbox, hate Trump, eat pizza that way sometimes. Most of the I often, okay, I don't want to leave the crust till last. So often when I'm eating like a slice of pizza, I'll take a bite or two from the inside, but I won't eat the crust last. I'll eat the crust then because I want the last bits to be really cheesy. Suffer did Domino's do stuffed crust? I have no fucking idea what Domino's do. I haven't had a stuffed crust pizza in forever. Ugh. I'm trying to think if I've had something that wasn't a supermarket pizza for ages. I do not think I've had a pizza made by someone else. I've got 3 really good different pizza places in within a kilometer. Like this one that way and one that way, and they're all really different. They're all really good, but they're all really different. So depending what mood I'm in, I can go to the different pizza places. Safa, I'm glad you appreciated the ASMR burp. I also agree that Domino's is not really pizza. Okay, so I've just looked it up. Apparently, Domino's does do stuffed crust. I don't care. Domino's kind of gross. See, at Nintendo Lunchbox, we don't have Little Caesars in Australia. I'm aware of its existence because of American media. I got 3 independent pizza places. One does really good calzone, which is the folded over one. They do 3 or 4 different calzones, but there's a really simple one that's cheese, like mozzarella, garlic, and feta, and it's fucking killer. It's so fucking good. So far, I also do remember Eagle Boys. And so there's another one. So that one with the calzone is actually run by Italians. There's another one in the opposite direction, also run by Italians. There's one that's a little bit further on. There's this guy. He's kind of like Eastern European, and his is more sort of artisan pizzas, and they're good. And he's a really funny guy. But yeah, I'm super spoiled basically. The Nintendo Lunchbox, calzone versus stromboli. Love both. I don't know what stromboli is. For me, calzone is just pizza that's folded over. Harry got first Papa John's in '96. There you go. I really like Eagle Boys. Yeah, I do kind of like local more than franchise. Safa, yeah, this guy is he's not doing Eastern European pizza. God, and I'm stupid, man. Maybe he's Greek or something. He's not Italian, but I kind of think he's Central Eastern European. Um, and he's a fun guy. I always have a good chat when I go in there, and he has some very interesting sort of artisan pizzas. Oh my god! No, it's date night this weekend, so I'm probably not going to do that. But I don't know, maybe. Hopefully, they're just saying Harry's picture changed. I'm still seeing the otter for Harry. Nintendo Lunchbox going to ask Chat GPT the difference was 20 gallons of water. I'm still seeing your otter, Harry. I think that's what I'm thinking. You're an otter, Harry. That's me trying to do Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid. Harry, I also blame Google. There are so many things for which my answer is see, you're the same. Blame Google for a lot of things. Abso-fucking-lutely, mate. I blame Google for a lot of things. Yeah, I believe I'm not seeing it. Yeah. So Nintendo Lunchbox, you're saying those things Stromboli is the same as a calzone? Oh, there you go. All right. Maybe you're taking crazy pills. We all take crazy pills at different times. It's just the nature of existence. All right, I'm going to click. Harry's. This is what I'm seeing. Harry's last comment. I'm still seeing the otter. Wait, what do I see if I go to YouTube? Sorry, I'm going to go to YouTube. What do I see if I go to YouTube? Da, 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 da. Checking. Oh, okay, legit. If I look, I just looked on YouTube. If I look on YouTube, I see Clippy for Harry. So what the fuck? So no, I just looked on YouTube. I legit see Clippy as Harry's icon. But on StreamYard, I see his otter. Justin, you reckon child actors on the HBO series may quit once they're older? Oh, that will be. I'm legit not going to watch the streaming version of Harry Potter because it's endorsing J.K. Rowling. Fuck J.K. Rowling. She's a piece of fucking shit. Hope everybody about to check in to the funny farm. No, YouTube is legit showing Clippy for Harry. For some reason, StreamYard is still showing his otter cartoon, but YouTube is definitely showing Clippy. That's what I mean. All these different systems. It's like I'm saying at work, on different systems at work, I have different icons, but I meant to have one for all my IDs, but it depends what system you look at. I have different fucking icons. It's just like, what the fuck ever. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's harsh, Oldie. Either they'll reject J.K. Rowling or they'll become little Kyle Rittenhouses. God damn. Or Dean Cain. Oh, yes. Dean Cain said he was going to join ICE. God, Dean Cain's a piece of shit. Justin, I agree. Most of the younger generation, the Zoomers and Alphas, when they see Rowling's bigotry, they're just going to go, fucking what? But I do love the core cast of Harry Potter. Just like, they've never said fuck J.K. Rowling, but they've aggressively and continually supported trans rights and trans identity. And Rowling's just been a fucking shithead about it. Ugh. That's my generation's fault, quite honestly, because I'm JK. Wait, how old is she? I don't know how old she is. I think we're the same generation, but I will check. I don't know how old she is. Oh, she is slightly older than me. Okay, but she's my age. She's elder Gen X, on the cusp of boomerism. Yeah, it's my generation's fault, quite honestly. Way back in the 80s, when I was at uni and I had lecturers who were second wave feminists, they were incredibly aggressive towards drag performers, not completely without reason, quite honestly, but they equated trans people with drag performers, which is not accurate. But yeah, Rowling would have been really influenced by the second wave feminists in the 80s. And yeah, her attitudes are not hugely surprising to me because I've seen them since the 80s, basically. It's just an overly narrow view of the world and humans and humanity and existence and gender and sex and sexuality. Justin, I wouldn't say drag is art. I would say drag is performance. Harry, you feel like the HBO Harry Potter isn't going to hit? I don't think it's going to succeed. Who knows? We'll see. Ability. What's the movie called? Oh, Mondo, New York. I've not seen that film, but I'm aware of its existence. Underground art in New York in the 80s. Well, is it on your Plex? Now that you've called it out, that it's a holy fuck movie, and I'm aware of its existence, but I've never seen it. I know Mondo, New York. Oh. Well, I'm going to have to watch it this fucking weekend then. I'm not sure I'll have a chance before the weekend to watch. Thinking. No, I probably will not have a chance to watch it before the weekend. I agree, Dr. Abigail, drag is performance art, but like all other forms of art, not all the exponents are great. Oh, Nintendo Last Boss. I've watched the first couple of episodes of King of the Hill, new stuff, and I am enjoying it. Oh God, I feel the Mondo, New York has a few moments where you shield your eyes. All right, I'm gonna have to subject myself to it this weekend. Harry, your husband got you to watch The Adventures of Priscilla. Oh, I fucking love that movie. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Great movie. Safa, what's the question about mid-2010s? If you're talking about Mondo, New York, no, it's 1980s. Harry, you saw Tuong Fu. Yeah, they're... But Tuong Fu is so closely related to Priscilla. I think Priscilla's better, but Tuong Fu I actually think is pretty good. So for all the Cottons cartoons airing at the same time, okay. Oh, News Channel Lunchbox watching. I really enjoyed Queen's Gambit actually. I feel he loves Tuong Fu. Harry agrees Priscilla's better, but also I look Tuong Fu very positive, very hetero actors. Wesley Snipes and God, alcohol is affecting me. Patrick Swayze and the Hispanic. I think there's a lot of positivity in Wong Fu. I feel you like the characters into Wong Fu better. Okay. But you get why people like Priscilla more. Okay. No, I'm talking John Leguizamo. That's who I wasn't remembering. It's Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo. Which again, Tuong Fu gets points for the diversity in the drag queens, because in Priscilla they're all white guys. There's diversity in age. As Guy Pearce is younger, and you got like the middle and the older ones. I like that. Nintendo. Speaking of Tuong Fu, John Leguizamo went nuts on Dean Cain joining us. I bet John Leguizamo went, fuck you, Dean Cain. Oh. Harry, you think Wong Fu is nostalgic for me? Yeah, it's of its time, definitely. I think they're both pretty good movies, quite honestly. And it is very interesting. I think all the actors were heterosexual. And that's interesting to me in as much as they're saying, some people say, oh, they should have been queer actors. I don't know. But it's also saying if heterosexual actors do it, it's kind of like saying queer people shouldn't be stigmatized. But I think it's something we could have a discussion about. I'd be willing to listen to both sides on that, because I think there are merits to both arguments, quite honestly. But I think both movies are positive. I think that's the important thing. Nintendo Lunchbox. Johnson Dean Cain won't need to wear a mask because he won't be recognised. His pronouns are has been. Like, Dean Cain's done fuck all since the Lois and Clark thing, and that was like, what, 20, 30 years ago? I don't even know. He's a fucking non-entity. So John Oliver said the same thing last week tonight. Yeah, no one knows who Dean Cain is. He's worst Superman. Look, honestly, okay, the Lois and Clark TV show was fine, but Dean Cain's a fucking dead shit. He's just fucked. He's nothing. I really saw Queen of the Desert. I saw Queen of the Desert first, yeah. Never connected with main cast, but you loved Bill Hunt. Bill Hunter, I love Bill Hunter in everything he's in. Bill Hunter's a guy with like a 4 or 5 decade career. Harry sucks because Superboy ended 90s. Lois and Clark took over. Okay, I also don't remember the Superboy live action show, honestly. I haven't watched the more recent Superman and Lois series that a lot of people like. I don't know if I'll ever get time to watch it, honestly. Infidelity, even though it was a small role, still. Oh, Bill Hunter's fucking great. Bill Hunter's awesome. He's just awesome. And again, he did so much over so many decades in Australian TV and cinema. He's just an icon of Australian entertainment. I assume he's dead now. Probably quite a long time ago. I'm going to look him up. Bill Hunter, Australian actor. Yeah, God, he's been dead for more than 10 years. Okay. He died in 2011, born in 1940. So he was 71 when he died. What the fuck is this? Sorry, related thing. Bill Hunter's son, James Hunter, went missing in 2020. What? Oh, God. That is. I did not fucking expect that. No one's seen him since 2019. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was kind of left field. I wasn't expecting that. When I looked up Bill Hunter, his son went missing 5 years ago. What the fuck? Jesus. Oh, Safa, no fucking. I get the joke, mate, but no fucking way would I be on something with Big Brother. So, Harry, that Superboy show was on CBS from 88 to 92. Ah, no, I'll take your word for it, man. You enjoyed it. Okay, that was a weird thing. Nintendo Lunchbox, you think I should be on Big Brother too? No, I'd fucking stab someone. I swear to God, I would not cope in a thing like that. I would just freaking lose my shit and decide that someone should have their head shoved into a wood chipper or something. Okay, finish my mineral water. Oof. Okay, so I've been doing this thing. This is my clarified, the remnant of my clarified old fashioned. All right. I feel you haven't watched. What joke at the Logies are you talking about? I'm not built for it. No, thank you, Nathan. I don't think I'm built for it either, mate. Saffros, my favorite lime lemon mineral water. Okay. Oh, got to collect. Oh, my clarified old fashioned. God, I really need to piss. Oh. Okay, let's go. That's what we want. Oh man, that's fucking tasty. So just bring this over here. Oh, This beautiful clarified old fashioned. I'm just looking at you through it. Clarified old fashioned. Pretty fucking tasty. So, no one watched the last season? Okay, I did hear some stuff about Sam. What's his name's monologues at the Logies were pretty funny. But at 9:45, you know what? I legit, if I'm gonna go to 10, I need to disappear for like a minute. I legit need to piss. I cannot wait for 15 minutes. So, oh my god, I just had a demonic idea. I think Damie's gone, but Damie, who was here earlier and did a stream. Look, I'm gonna find an old video. Yeah, okay, my videos. I'm just gonna find some weird shit we did with Damie over the years. What's this one? Okay, this is just a weird one at a studio called Kindred in Footscray. This is from 11 years ago. Okay, I'm going to put this on because I desperately need to piss. This is a weird shoot. We'll see what happens here.
Studios been freshly painted for a shoot today. Luna and Tim and Damie and others are coming in to do a shoot. It's going to be awesome fun. I'm not going to walk on it because it's so beautiful and white and I don't want to put scuff marks on it, but I wanted to show you something. Check this out. There is a jellyfish on the ceiling. Why is there a jellyfish on the ceiling? The gang's all here getting ready to do a shoot in the white room. We're all hanging out and it's all about to get rock and roll. Well, to be accurate, it's going to get rock and roll for Luna, hip hop for Damie, and pop for Tim. A battle of the genres, if you will. Check it, the lights are going up to make it look all infinite and white. It's all very professional here. It's all happening.
I want to have the mixing desk in.
It'll be inside the shops. Are you all going to get up and walk towards the cupboard?
No.
Just you?
I'm
So can you do that? I'll see what it looks like.
Okay, so hang on, let's give you over.
Oh my god, awkward.
I've got.
Just before Luna's next take, I wanted you to get the ambience. There's bands rehearsing downstairs. The death metal band is quiet at the moment, like a salsa band and a rock band playing at the same time. Lucky it's just lip syncing happening tonight, because a heck of a lot of that band rehearsal bleeds through up here.
Oh my god, that was awesome. Okay, I love those memories. So Damie was role playing as Nicki Minaj. Luna was just being a rock chick. The guitar guy, Steve-O, he is legit a really good guitarist and singer, and he's in a metal band. He puts stuff on YouTube where it's like pop songs if they were done by a particular heavy metal band. He is super fucking talented. And the dude doing the harmony singing there, um, Tim Wybrow, he's also really good. Suffer, that was like from 11 years ago. That was literally uploaded in October 2013. So that was almost 12 years ago. So they're all super talented. Damie's a really super talented musician and singer. Luna's really talented. Tim's really talented. Steve-O's really talented. Suffer, was it peak anime time for women? Who knows? Hopefully Luna was the redhead being the rock chick. She's really funny and super talented. One of my oldest YouTube friends. But hell, that was a whole wave of memories for me. So Damie was the one, she was doing a Nicki Minaj impersonation in there. She was the one who did a raid earlier tonight, who I did actually invite her to come over with her man. They're cool folks. But yeah, God, that was a whole trippy fucking memory right there. Yeah, who was it who said they'd do that if they had the money? If I had the money, I would definitely have a studio that had an infinity room like that. One would be an infinity room that was white, but one would definitely be an infinity room where it was green or blue, so you could do chroma keying. That would just be fucking fun. Yeah, I would definitely do that if I won Lotto or something. Have a studio space. I would just have a studio space because I just love creative people. I want creative people to come in. So for you overseas in 2013. Yep, dude, it's a whole thing. Having been on YouTube for over 19 years now, a whole bunch of crazy shit has happened in that time. But yeah, I should have done some old videos with Damien when she was still on here. I was just kind of thinking, I'll see if I can think of the I have ones where Damie's being Paris Hilton. This is from 2011. So like 14 over 14 years ago. Okay, so this is really short. With Damie, who was on earlier, doing her Paris Hilton impression, which is just super fucking funny. I'm going to put this on before I go to bed. Where are we? Just do this so it's bigger. I'm just going to put this on because I think it's funny.
Hey guys, it's Paris here. This is my old dog's collar, and like it was under the car of some guy, and I was like, "Are you alright?" And he wouldn't say anything. Stupid dog. So I got a new one. This is Pokey. So soft. Doesn't fit. This thing doesn't fit this one.
Damie, what are you doing?
Who's Damie? I'm Paris Hilton.
Oh, you're being Paris Hilton.
No,
Okay.
I am Paris Hilton.
Yeah. I was just thinking of all the
Is it? I don't know how to put this apart from to say Paris is not Asian.
Not Asian.
No.
That is like the racist thing I've ever heard in my life.
What? But
That is just racist. If Jake Gyllenhaal can be fucking Prince of Persia guy, how come I can't be Paris Hilton?
I
Like,
guess.
who do you think you are? That is just so racist. My respect for you is down.
I'm sorry.
I don't even want to look at you.
It's not meant to. Oh God, you're not angry. Oh
I'm
God,
angry.
you don't know martial arts, do you?
Oh my god. That is like the racist. So racist. I know, okay. An asshole. You understand.
That's the sort of stupid shit we used to do. Oh my god. That's the whole thing. I hope that if you won the lottery, you'd win a music studio. I do music and video, honestly. Didn't realize what she didn't say. That's hot enough. Damie actually did a really good Paris Hilton, honestly. That was just silly shit we did like 14 years ago. Oh my god. Time flies so fast, honestly. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Actually, yeah, I'm sure I've got some other really funny Damie videos on my channel. Because we did a few back in the day. Oh, I'm trying to think. Was there another person one? No, I'd have to really think what to do with Damie stuff, because we definitely did a few videos, and some of them were were very weird and very silly. I do remember one where she at some point she's playing Paris and she gets sick of something and shoves something in my mouth and I gag and collapse and she goes, "God, who even has a gag reflex?" It's just like, we would just come up with the most fucked up ideas. And yes, the location for that one that I just played was AIDS's house. So every time we come up with a really fucked up idea, I essentially want to blame it on AIDSy. It was like always, anytime we did anything really fucked up, I go, well, that was AIDS's idea, quite honestly. That was my get out of jail free card. That was all AIDS's fault. That was his idea. Just putting some flavor in the orange peel for Mrs. Angry. She's going to put it in her hot chocolate mine. So this is the box. This huge fucking box. Look at the size. Look at the size of it. So it's got spaces for up to 12 bottles. I did not get 12 bottles. I got 4 bottles. I got the 3 rums, and they also had fucking Quina Lillet. Lillet Blanc. Quina Lillet doesn't exist anymore. That's the James Bond thing for martini. But I haven't had Lillet Blanc in ages. And it was on special on the next wine merchant. So I got the 3 rums, the Lillet Blanc, and 2 jars of cherries. Nix is the cheapest source of the Luxardo cherries. That got delivered today. That is a fucking huge box. So yeah, it's got a little frame in it to hold up to 12 bottles. So it had 4 bottles, 2 jars of cherries, and the rest just had stuffing in them. You could fit a lot of laser discs in that home for the elderly. I do have a bit of a weak spot for the Nicks booze. God, the other thing is, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, one of the sites where I get the cocktail shirts had some new designs, and they were really good. And I'm really fucking tempted to get them. Got to see if I can find some discount vouchers, honestly. But I might do it. Oh my God, these cherries are so fucking yum. I might get some new shirts sometime in the next month or so. I don't think I've got any for ages. Like for maybe 6 months. Oh my God, those cherries are so fucking nice. Yum. But I may well get shirts because there were just some really nice designs that were recent additions to these sites. Saf, what am I watching? Excellent question. This is Angry, and I had been watching Deadwood, which is like from 2010. I don't know if we want to spend the whole night watching Deadwood. We might mix it up with something else, but I don't know what. I'll report back on Thursday night what we watched. We'll definitely watch some Deadwood, but we might watch something else as well, just to mix things up. Like often if we want something to lighten up, we watch Kim's Convenience, which is a Canadian sitcom about a Korean migrant family who run a convenience store. It's very cute. It's good. Raise. Oh, you're dreading a shift. Let me just sleep. Got to power through. Oh, dude, I don't know how you do it. All the shifts you do, honestly. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed. In all probability, I'll be back on Thursday. So we'll see what happens. But you'll take care. I will see you another time. But I will say bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked!